Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to the Ghostbusters scenario playthrough here in Planet Coaster. Today we need to build a coaster, which is something we haven't done for a long time. We need to get a ride rating up to 600, we need a current happiness to go a little higher, and we need cut profit from coasters, which we ain't going to get anytime soon, but we do need to, there we go, build a coaster. So raise average guest happiness to 80%. We did, and it looks like it went back down again. Oh no, 81%. Oh, nice. So I think coaster-wise, we can do one here. We can do one right over here. I want to kind of leave the area because I don't know how much of an expansion we have to do. The other thing we do is put like a real little kiddie coaster in here. That could work quite nicely, actually. These paths here aren't really going to be used for much, I don't think. They're kind of at the end of the park there. My cat's going crazy. I don't know what it is, but lately, every time I sit to record, Oreo starts going crazy. A few people must be new to the channel asking who Oreo is. Oreo is a chocolate point Siamese who certainly likes to make himself known. Yeah, he's currently running around pretty crazy. Problem is, now we've moved to Canada, he's an indoors cat. As opposed to an outdoors cat like he used to be, but we now live on the 4th floor of an apartment building, so he can't really be an outdoors cat. And he's fine with it, but he just likes to make you know about it when when he goes to use the bathroom. In fact, he's just walked into the litter tray as I speak. So that was certainly what the problem is. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll clear this area out and we'll go for an old school woody. Is that going to catch people there? I think it would probably just go there. It should be okay. Don't really want to lose all these trees because they're good for Q rating. They're good for all sorts of things, to be honest. So let's get that nice autumnal one there. Let's watch this ride come over the top here and see if we're safe. I think we're all right with that there. A little bit of bushery and a single rock. And yeah, I think I'm going to go for a wooden coaster because they're pretty easy to make. And I'm not the hottest when it comes to coaster building. So we'll go for something pretty easy and that can get us some decent results pretty quick. Okay, let's move that over to here. There we go. So I'm thinking a sort of out and back woody that kind of interacts a little bit with this path, as the path will eventually come down here. Whether we'll squeeze it all in or not, I don't know. Let's have a look. Coasters.
This is turning out better than expected. Now I suspect that the reason the mysterious caller tipped us off in the first place may start coming into play. So we need to be on our toes.
All right, Ray.
When it comes to ghosts and otherworldly beings, what you can't see is what you need to look for.
Okay. Chapter complete. Nice work. You completed chapter 1. Chapter 2, Unexplained Disturbances. People are getting agitated and unhappy in the park. Ray and the Ghostbusters will investigate and check for evidence of psychomagnetheric slime flow. But in the meantime, you need to look after your guests. Crime rate is increased. Ouch. Guest happiness decreases faster and rises slower. Ouch. Replace vandalized items from park management to security management. Okay.
There's been a change in the overall energy of the park.
Oh dear.
For the better, I might add.
I kind of like it myself.
You would, Peck.
Let's slow
You're
down.
surrounded in negativity. As I was saying, I've suspected that when the conditions were right, we'd get a spike in phantasmic activity, and with it, an increase in ectoplasm. I've called in Egon to help me investigate what's happening.
Great. Twice the idiots, half the competency.
Ah, don't listen to him. Nobody else does. I'll deal with the spooks, while you deal with the guests. See if you can restore some calm to the park. Egon and I will check for evidence of psychomagnetheric slime, which can really mess with people's mood.
Okay, so now we've got to look after some security. We'll come back and level this out, but for now, let's get it open, because that'll bring in some money, I reckon. We've got some nice park racing challenge. That's good. And we should get that one as well. Earning money off the coaster. So how much are we charging for the coaster?
We secure the environment.
I reckon 15. We
In
can do
case you
that.
haven't been paying attention, Stantz, I'm not a people person.
Okay. So let's
I
get
believe the saying
some
is keep your friends close and
security
your enemies
guards.
closer.
We don't have any yet, right?
One crowded carpool.
Oh, we have one. Okay, so let's get 2 more. 3 more. Okay, and then we need to build up some work rosters. So, where's the thing for them? Work rosters. Create a new roster. So let's have one that looks after these 3 rides here, and put it wooden. And we'll call that Wooden Coaster. Save that as a work roster. Okay. And then we'll have another one that kind of covers those stores and this ride and this ride. And we'll call that one Entrance. And then we'll create another one that goes from the Ghostbusters ride here that I can't actually select yet. There we go. And also that building and probably over here as well, and that's that area covered, and probably that one as well, and we'll call that one rear. Okay, and then we'll assign staff to those. Okay, so you're going to be to entrance, you're going to be to rear, and you're going to be to Wooden Coaster. How's that? Yes, and then 5 security cameras. We'll find those in shops and facilities, right? I think. No, are they just in scenery? Oh yeah, cameras. Shows you how often I put them down. Okay, so 1 here on the on this big old building seems to make sense. Let's get you in there. Good stuff. And then I'll have 1 over by the entrance. Actually, let's get 1 up here on the Ghostbusters on the Ghostbusters building that clips. How about there? 2. Probably 1 over by this big building here. A lot of people coming through here, so that's probably a good spot for 1. 3. 1, 2, 3. So I'm guessing another one that's a very quiet area of the park. What about 1, 2, 3? I'll tell you what, let's do a couple of stand-uppy ones then. In more sort of open spots. Here I kind of want to do one. I just realised nobody's riding the coaster. And then probably 1 over this end of the park as well. Let's put 1 here. That should cover that Venetian carousel, and then we need to build a couple more rides. Okay, so why is nobody going on the Wooden Coaster? What's wrong with it? Oh, they are. They are. So what are people saying? They won't queue for it? I can't remember how we look at thoughts. Is it just there, is it? I want to go on it, and I'm not queuing for it, yeah. So we could... No, I did have a block break section, but I got rid of it. We could have one so that it's loading up people, right? We do need some stuff coming out of this place here, though, so let's worry about that next. Some benches and stuff, path extras. There we go. Benches. Okay, this park bench seems to be the one for me. And the spooky bin. And I'm not using them because they're spooky. I genuinely think they look like the most suitable ones for this kind of park, to be honest. We need to build a station for the coaster, get the queue rating up a little bit, make people happier to play for it. And I was going to do like a sort of spooky, graveyardy kind of thing. I don't know whether we've got a full graveyard layout up and running, but if we have, I mean, it would make sense that we have, right? You would think. Let's have a look. Let's do a bit of this. I'm not going to do, again, I'm not really one for fencing on camera, but and also I wouldn't, if I was doing a real detail park, I wouldn't fence like this at all, but it will do what it needs to do right now. It's a weird thing where it sits high on paths for some reason. So I'm tempted to leave that bit open and we'll put some rock work in there or something. Okay, this is the proper way to fence, really, to make sure you're getting it just right, but for now, I'm kind of happy to do a cheapy version. Alright, so I'll do the rest of the fencing in a moment off camera, but let's have a look, see if we have some spooky scenery. I would be very surprised if it wasn't unlocked. It is unlocked, perfect. So let's get those cracking gravestones up and running. And we'll do a couple of set pieces here using said gravestones. Oops. Alright, so we'll start with a few of those here. Maybe crooked a fire, a couple of them, there we go. And there is a crypt, or like a bit of ground that you can put down, like a mound of dirt here. There we go, burial mound. There we go. So we'll put these in like they're fresh graves. Always scarier than an old grave, right? There we go. And let's get a crow, just to keep the regulars happy. There we are. And then we've got some skeletal arms. Let's have a look. It's moving, but I'd rather it not move. Tell you what, let's build it out of pieces. Left hand. Oops. I think it's better just to kind of be sitting. Oops. There we go. Profit challenge complete. You received $1,000. Good stuff. That was the $500 profit from coasters, I think, that we did there. So that's nice. I don't know whether I'm using the right bits here, but they will do. Oops. Bring it out so we can see it. There we go. Oh, that looks good. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take all of those and just get them into the ground a little. There we go. Okay, now we should have a shovel. I don't think it's in part of Spooky. I'm pretty sure it's part of Western, actually, the shovel. Spain, is it called? No? Okay, maybe we don't have the Western stuff unlocked then. Oh no, because Western was base game, right? Still, it may not be unlocked. It's a lock scenery theme. Western. Yeah, we just only have a few bits of the Western one available. Okay, never mind. Let's get some special effects. Let's get some of that awesome new mist. Hopefully that's unlocked with the Ghostbusters pack. Yeah, here, mist small. This is really good looking mist. Yeah, spooky mist. Oh, I'm getting creeped out already. Too spooky for me. And how about some dead trees? Where we're at. Awesome dead trees. Oh, we don't have the dead trees available. Oh, it's so unfortunate. We have these awesome roots, though. I mean, I know they're tropical roots, but they can kind of work as a bit of detail, right? I reckon. Let's think. Yeah, something like that. I actually think will look pretty good. There we go. And then tie in some regular bushes into there. Kind of show it's a bit overgrown. Oh, hello. The staff leveling. Ensure no vendors leaves for 2 months. Fewer pickpockets will visit your park for a while. Okay. Alright, we could probably hope to do that. We might have to... Talking of which, actually, probably a training session. Sort of stuff I forget about quite a lot with these things. We'll come back to the station over there. Training session of the park management's not a bad idea. So, let's give everyone... Oh, I thought that was doing everyone. It's not. Let's give everyone a pay rise. And we'll $10 on what they were on. Our mechanics earn a lot of money. There we go. We'll give everyone a training level as well. There we go. Okay, so happiness. Who's the least happy? Is that just because you're probably worn out, I guess? Although, actually, no, I'm going to pay my security guards better. There we go. We've got the money, right? We've got the money for them. They should be pretty happy with their workload and stuff, and they've got staff rooms to go to. Okay, awesome. So what is it we're actually working on? I forget now. Oh, yeah, more rides, more rides. So I think we're going to have to get some research going, because we haven't really got that much rides. Flat rides, we've got Family Ride and Eccentric Classic and Thrill Ride, absolutely terrifying. So I'm going to go for terrifying and classic cars. I kind of want the fairy tale scenery as well. I kind of want all the scenery. I don't like not having scenery available. Let's go for Family Ride. Let's get both of those going and just double check that we're working. Ooh, it is kind of, we are losing money a bit at the moment. I suppose it's the start of the month, is it? Let's have a look. 11th of March, yeah. So we'll see by the end of the month how we seem to do. People here, are you enjoying it? The queue was full, and I'm not queuing that long, so maybe we stick the price up a little. Give few less people queue. The big problem is it's not the throughput isn't very good. I mean, we do have a block break section there, and there would be one at the top, so we could probably get 2 on there. Let's have a look. Let's close it. Block sections, number of trains 2. Let's just try that. So what will happen is that one. Or does that not class as the block section? Is that what it's telling me? Okay. Let's see if we can add a block section in there. We could totally add one in here. As long as there's a little hunk down. So I'll tell you what, we'll get rid of that. And we'll make it level. Make that a block section. And then we'll bring that up a little to there. Okay. And then we'll just smooth all that out. Okay, so it should go up to there, no problem. And then there's a nice little roll down in there. Okay, good. Are we still block sectioned with 2 cars? Yes. Okay. Now that should go up the hill now. There we go. And then I could have sworn the top of the lift hill classed as a block section. Does it not? Or does it? Let's have a look. Yeah, it does look. That's clear. So stuff might kind of hold at the top of the lift hill a little. But once it's filling up with people, it shouldn't be so much of a problem, that one. Yeah, okay. I think that's good. I think that's going to up the ante a little there. We should be able to pretty much double the throughput of the ride now. At least get people on and off the ride quicker. Okay, so while that research is going for those 2 rides, let's do a bit of a station here. Nothing crazy, but we'll start building on the station grid. And we'll get a nice stone wall piece. Let's have a look. Classic brick. Crypt wall. Yeah, crypt wall would probably be quite good. I don't use this one very often. But this is the sort of theming I think this needs. Let's slow the game down a minute because we're not really desperate for the cash now. Oh no, I hope the crypt wall has the stations around. It does. Good stuff. There we go. they're really useful little pieces, these station surrounds. I use them quite a lot for all sorts of things. Sometimes it's just nice to get a bit of thinness. If you are new here and you're just watching the Ghostbusters playthrough, make sure you check out some of our other series. There's quite a lot of Planko on the channel, to be honest with you. It's my main game, or has been at least, for the last few years. So a lot of Haunted House Pillar, Gozer Temple. Oh, that's nice. I just kind of quite like that as a bit of a obelisk piece, you know. Let's put it there. There's a tile pillar, gloss tile pillar. That's quite nice. So it's got to be these, man. These haunted house ones. They are pretty much perfect. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll make a little fence piece that we... Oh, hello. Catch pickpockets. Catch pickpockets. With the security guard, you will receive a marketing boost, encouraging more guests to come and visit. Okay. So we just kind of leave them to it, that one. Right, so there's that. They're going to then come up into one of those. A little lower. And then come up into that piece. There we go. Now we do have, I believe, a fence that fits all this quite well. Let's have a look. I think it's probably that one, isn't it? Let's get it on the grid. Alright. Yes, it's already kind of... I guess what it's telling us is we don't need that piece. Yeah, it's kind of already there, right? Okay, so let's try duplicating that a little, overlapping them just slightly so as that the shaping works. There we go. And then these two need to come here, and also on the other side. Okay, now we'll take all of that. Oh no, not all of that, because we don't want the stone underneath. There we go. And jeep it across. And then we're going to have to move. We have to get rid of you. And move all of you over. Yeah, just you actually. Oh, missed one. You. Come on, you. Come on over. Back to where you belong. And then duplicate those into there. Okay, so there's the doors are open at least. I'm kind of thinking we keep these sides open. I think that looks pretty good. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Duplicate this up into a rafter. Like that. Easy way to get a bit of a roof piece going. Here's a problem. They aren't actually lined up with each other because of this. Because the gap. What are we going to do there? It should just be that one, right? These should be lined up. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can bodge something here. So those two should be fine. And these ones... No, these two should be fine, yeah? That one and that one. And those in the middle stay empty, because there you go. Good. Right, let's put a roof on it. Pitched roofs. We've got a crypt roof that we don't use very often that we could use. Well, there's this one, haunted house roof. It might be a little over the top. Do you know what? Forget it. It is over the top, but it's Ghostbusters, right? What are you going to do? Who are you going to call? Let's do those three. And those three. And actually, that one. And that one as well. And then there should be a corner piece. There it is. There we go. Don't use this stuff very often. Used a little bit of in the haunted house we did for Pinewood. Talking of which, I don't have Pinewood right now. Somebody else has Pinewood Hills. That's exciting, isn't it? More on that later. Okay, there's the basic roof. Now, if we can come back into those pieces, and there's some various tiered ones that might make a bit more of a fun shape, such as that. Okay, and then there we go. So if we knock the grid size down on that, it will hang over a little. There we go. Okay, we'll leave that like that, and then I think we could quite like some of this detailing here. Just to kind of give the build a nice bit of shape at the front. There we go. Now, windows, they did have like these big windows here. Did these, I can't remember, were we able to use these as dormers? Yes, we were. Okay, good. So let's find the flat. There we go. Nose up. There we go. This is kind of Haunted House 101, but I think it actually looks pretty good. This is. Do you know what? One of my favourite packs. Oh, somebody caught a pickpocket. Nice. One of my favourite packs that I didn't use was this. I really enjoyed the spooky pack, but just didn't really find much of a use for it. Because it's just a bit too over the top for me, really. Okay, so let's put you there. And box you in with some of this. There we go. And then one of them roof pieces can come down, sit under there as a... there we go. We've got a little bit of clipping there, but that's something we can deal with. And then we need the smaller version of this fence, I think. That one. So we're not going to be able to do the largest one there. It's a bit too big. And I reckon with a bit of covering that doesn't look horrific. There we go. And then put them over the other side as well. I'm lined up. There we go. Stone's a little over on either side, but I'm okay with that. And then here we can have like a statue or something. Let's have a look what statues we've got. A creepy statue would be good. Statues and centipedes. We've got all the temple stuff. We've got these gargoyles. Do they class as targets? I was going to say there's these ones as well. No, there were statue ones as well, weren't there? Statue versions of those new gargoyles, I'm sure, that sit up on top of a building. Let's turn the Ghostbusters pack on, that'll help. All. So there's the regular ghosties. There's these. I could have sworn maybe they're classed as building. Maybe they were part of building because they were. I suppose they are part of a building, technically. They were part of the Gozer one, I think. They were here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Let's get one of them in here. Good stuff. There we go. And then the regular gargoyles, we'll get a couple of those on the top of the building. Take this stuff a second. Where are they? Here, wingless. Spooky gargoyle, wingless 1. I think the smaller ones probably going to be better. There, yep. They can sit up here. Looking awesome. I was going to use one of each, but I think I just prefer the winged ones, to be honest. There we go. Next one's going up the hill as that comes in. That's great. I mean, the queue is still pretty big, but it now means the throughput is much better on that one. And to be honest with you, that'll do. Nothing crazy, but it's good enough for this. So we need to build a couple more rises. Any of that research need done yet? Wow, no. Okay, right. We'll come back when that research is done. Okay, research done. Let's just come away from that music. Okay, here we go. Reveal a star wheel. Okay, that's nice and small one we can squeeze in somewhere. And also we get the Screaminator. Good, another smallish one we can fit in somewhere. So, I mean, as in the footfall is pretty small. I think Might be, yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all, actually. We could squeeze that right in there by the coaster, which I think we might do, actually. Or maybe there's a good spot for it. Yeah, and then what's the other one? The wheel is going to be a bit bigger. Maybe the wheel would fit here. Yeah, maybe the wheel there then. Okay, so let's give it a bit of room for a queue. Okay. So the entrance for this can be over here. Exit can go straight onto this path here. There's a weird little lump there. Look at that. Yeah, that's okay. We can work with it. And then pathwise, we need to try and run around this if we can. I think that'd be pretty good because it'll look the part. Hold on, control. If you ever want to not stick a path to an edge, control will do that for you. My only real issue with these is that people can spend a long time on them. It takes a good while to get around the right. There we go. That's perfect. Look at that. Okay, that's good. Open. And next up, let's get that other one. Yeah, I think here might be a good spot. I mean, we've obviously got to move some trees out of this one's way, which we now can't select. There we go. Move them out, turn around there, so not so much in the way. Good. And let's do that again. 2 trees, good. Move them. Put them just here. There we are. That thing is huge, like the London Eye. Okay, what was the other one? The Screaminator. We'll squeeze you in here. Just on the back of the air one there. I don't think that's going to be in the way, is it? Let's have a look. No, that's pretty good. It's pretty close. It's probably closer than I would have it in a real park, but which ride have I got selected there? Oh, there we go. Let's move you a little. As do you need to move a little. Otherwise, that's okay. Now we're not. We're going to struggle a little with Q on this one. I don't think we'll get the path round past there. So we can either we could go under it here. Actually, that's probably quite neat. Let's do that. Let's place the exit over here. Come on, let's have it there. What I would like to do with the path though is just turn the railing on. Curve on ground path, railing on ground queue. There we go. I think it looks right to have the railings around the rides, and I'm not really in the position where I want to do it myself. Okay, so queue. Let's see if we can get a queue under here. Oh, is it going to be too tight? No, there we go. Only I've got to get it under. That's all. There we go, and then we can do some not there and back stuff here with it a little. Boom.
For a while, I was thinking of opening up a diner, an eatery, what have you.
Yeah, that's good.
Build on the brand, right? Everyone's got to eat. Fact is, one of our first big traps was that ugly little spud with an insatiable appetite that you met earlier. So, see what you can come up with. Research and build a successful restaurant. Maybe our spirits, like our guests, hunger for something.
Okay, restaurants is next. We will crack on with restaurants in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give us a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Any thoughts, queries, suggestions, you can pop them down in the comments. Fancy a chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at John T. Sparrow. If you'd like to join in with the Geekism community, you can do so over at our Geekism Discord server. You'll find the link for that in the description. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you to all of our Patreons for their generous support at patreon.com/geekism. And don't forget to check out our affiliate links to get yourself some cheap games and other goodies while supporting the channel at the same time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.